But I also understand I'm going to be the villain in some people's lives, and I think I definitely need to start. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I hope you are doing well. If you are new, welcome for the first time. This episode may not be the greatest one, but it will give you great insight into the kind of podcasts I do record, because they are basically just me rambling about whatever topic this week happens to be about. And this week's topic is, I'm not even sure what to call this because it's a very unplanned episode and I'm just going to talk about it. So this is basically the 1 month anniversary of me no longer working, and I can honestly say I've never worked harder in my life, which is quite funny because when you work, you have clear parameters. You know what is expected of you, when it's expected of you, how it should be done. And I don't have any of those things. So I do what I want when I want. And it sometimes leads me up till this point today, where I'm recording hours before the end of the day. Because I'm currently sitting up, it's past 10 o'clock, and I'm recording this as quietly as possible to not disturb everyone else. And that is shocking and sad and annoying because I have all this time, yet I couldn't get this done. Which brings me to this episode. Just because I'm not employed does not mean I'm not doing things. And this is particularly annoying for me because I decided I wanted to take a break for April and then start doing things in May. And I have not taken that break. I have so many other things going on, I can't get to the things I want. And when I put boundaries in place, people bulldoze over them. And that upsets me. Because all I want to do is just enjoy my life, and other people are making it difficult. And it's not like I didn't make provision in case the day comes when I am no longer employed. I have got money saved up so that I'm not struggling to enjoy my time when I do want to go out, have lunch, get a cup of coffee, do something like that. So I do try and make the most of things, but it's been a struggle, and especially the last week and a half has been the biggest struggle. Because as you know, over the last few weeks I've been trying to, once again, it's the middle of the night and I freaking got disturbed. It's trying to get into a routine that basically benefits everyone. Now that I am available to do more for others, myself included, I want to do that. But getting bulldozed every time I make plans and set goals and aim to do a certain amount of things in a day is not fun, and it's borderline disrespectful. So that has been getting to me over the last while, and it's caused major frustration, which affects my health, which is why I've been so sick. This is the thing with me. If I am emotionally unwell, it manifests in physical illness. Like I'm just suddenly feeling like I have a cold, but I don't actually have a cold, but the symptoms are there. And that's when I know I need to reassess and pull back. And this is the point I was trying to make earlier. I've been trying to get my routine in place where I can take care of myself first in the morning and then take care of everything else the rest of the day, whether it's catching up on episodes of the podcast and uploading them to YouTube, whether it's doing research, whether it's just outlining a script, anything really. That is what I have been trying to do, and I have not gotten there. I had a goal of a certain amount of episodes to upload for April. We are in May and I'm nowhere close. So yeah, I am unemployed, but I'm still working. I'm just not getting paid. And it is kind of fun to have all this freedom, but I want it to be my freedom. And it's weird to say this, but like I want to take control of my freedom, which is a bit of an oxymoron. But once you do that, I think you will understand what I mean. It's like what today is, or yesterday when you're listening to this episode. It was a public holiday. Shout out to my bestie who had a birthday. You plan your public holiday like you would plan your weekend. Finally, it's my free time. What am I gonna do? Same thing. This time is all my free time. I want to plan out what I want to do. But when someone comes and demands you do something that takes like 5 hours of your day, that's not fair. And obviously you can easily say like, yeah, you could have just said no. I'm like, it's not that easy. Not that easy. So I do think I need to be more strict, and that maybe means I need to get a bit mean and rude with some people. But I also understand I'm going to be the villain in some people's lives, and I think I definitely need to start. Because in general, I'm not. So I think I just need to get mean, get a bit rude, set strict boundaries, and I will be okay. So yeah, my month of unemployment has been kind of a rocket at the beginning, and it's lost power and it's now just floating in space. That's where I am. I don't know how else to feel about it, but I am quite frustrated and I'm literally sick about it. So I need to go back to the drawing board, figure out what I'm gonna do, and go from there. So on an optimistic note, I do have a job prospect lined up for next week. I don't know if I'm going to take it. It's actually quite ideal. It's a lot more traveling than what I would like, but the hours are great. The work is not too intensive, and I do get quite a lot of free time because it's more of like part-time hours but full-time pay, which is exactly what I'm aiming for. Like I said, it's just a bit of a distance to travel, but petrol is mostly covered as well. So there's only positives, which is nice. So I'm considering that job, and people are probably like, it's a no-brainer. And I'm just like, everything has a downside. So yeah, I do have prospects lined up. I'm excited for it because I'll be earning an income, but I'll also be able to, have time freedom while also having income. So that's nice. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. We will see what I choose to do. And that's all I gotta say for this week. Anywho, the song this week is Cruella by Herbie. And the letters are a bit funny because there's one letter that is like a V. I think it's Queen Herbie. But instead of QU, it's like QV or something. I don't know. It'll be in the description of this episode. But it's a brilliant song, and even just like the image of the single cover or whatever it is like Queen Herbie in the Cruella outfit. Stunning. But yeah, that is a brilliant vibe for this episode, and the song is incredible. She is one half of the group Karma, who did the song a cappella, not the Khalees one, the other one that everyone knows, that one. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. And unlike me, I hope you'll keep being a better being, and I'll see you in next week's episode. Love you. Bye.